This is Jackie at Texas Star Creations, and today I want to show you a project I've been working on 15 or 20 minutes every day, every couple of days, called a Stitch Bible. Now, what in the world is a Stitch Bible? The word Bible actually means library. So a Stitch Bible is a library of all the stitches on my sewing machine. Now, we all have something that looks like this, and you get it, and it's all the technical information about your stitches, and it's this, and it's the name, and it's the foot you can use, and all the technical stuff. And if you're like me, you look at it and you go, huh. You close it up and you put it away, and then you use the straight stitch and the zigzag, which is what I've done for several years on this machine. But I was watching a video on a quilt designer that I really like, and she was making a Bible or a stitch journal type of when she was designing some of her quilts. And it just struck me that doing something like that here would work. Now, I've been working on this for a couple of weeks, a couple of days, 15 minutes at a time. And what I did was take an 8.5, you're just seeing the same old picture, aren't you? Taking an 8.5 by 11 piece of paper was my template, and just cut out 8.5 by 11 sheets of fabric. This was something I had bought that was an end of a bolt of a neutral. Took a piece of fusible backing, and it doesn't matter whether it's cutaway or tearaway. Fused it, and I actually did several of them at once so that I would have them. And I'm down to the quilting stitches on this little machine, and I'll show you how I do it. I am down to quilting stitch number 17. So I'm going to turn my machine to Q17, and I'm going to write what it is. Now, that says it's a tape attach, which means it's going to attach some kind of tape or something that you want sewn to a piece of fabric. I'm going to turn it sideways. I've got just a Sharpie pen, so that it doesn't matter what it is as long as it's going to stay there and as long as you can read it. Put the foot down on my machine, and I'm just going to sew. Now, I have what color thread, it doesn't matter. Use the bobbin that you would normally use, and I use whatever thread's on the machine. Right now, I actually have an old bobbin that's just the kind of tail end of a bobbin. Write it down. You can see how that is. And if you want to get fancy, because I'm one of those people who tends to pick at things, take it, turn it over, grab a pin, and on these ends like this, where this stuff's sticking up on the top, pull it back, take your trusty rusty fray check, tap it like that, and let it dry. And for as long as you have your machine, you will have a Stitch Bible. When you want to use your machine and you want to do something, take your Stitch Bible out and look at it, and you can kind of audition before you ever start. Thanks for listening to me. I'll talk to you later.